7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Friday. Run now. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, 0. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike spot 4.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the eyes.
Run left. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Move the team. Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check. Lucky. Kill. Kill.
This is Carson. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Look left. Mike 54. 14. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Mike 5-4.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Wilson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Watch the pass. Tighten up, 14. Good job right there. Bang out. Bang. Ball trot. Good touch.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Haywood!
Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cook following the penalty. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. We own them. We own them.
Cousins to throw it. And Diggs has it. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Complete to Stephon Diggs.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, 50. 22 Jet Bombers, 22 Jet Bombers. Win championships, baby. 36.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Bring the high. There 54 Mike. Two. Switch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Get him.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Quaker Omaha. 50. Big stop, D. General West. Let's go, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, 382, lane 50. Watch out. Blue draw Corkers.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. The open man is Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Take four.
They run again with Carson. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Check 26. 14, run it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Sherrills. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Go. Mike's 5-4. Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57. Come up the ball.
Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Play. 50, Mike 50.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57, Mike 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 49, check 49, check 49.
Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And this one complete to Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Four down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time.
To throw on third down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Check your hot read. 19. Touch 50.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Come to my world. Run left. Come to my world. Mike, 55. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 55. Cut.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 0. 55's my guy, 55.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Jim. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Kill.
They run it with Carson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
A first down throw for Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Cousins on fourth down. It's complete to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first down, Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, Cousins.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
23 yards the pickup there. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
All day, all day.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.